YouTube? It's your boy Gunna back again for part two. I know we said we was going to start quest lines of the last video, but I feel like we should kind of, start a little slower. So I know some of you probably like, damn, Gunna, you fell off with the tutorial skills. You ain't really teach us, like, you ain't even tell us how to turn the plugin on last time. Alright, so Pete, uh, you're gonna, what I didn't tell you, I think I told you in editing. You have to go to any map that you want the ABS plugin to work on. You have to add this right here. You have to make sure that ABS with the greater than, less than signs are there. If it's not on the map, you might as well not even have the plugin. Also, let's go over to our plugins right quick. Um, Double click on your Alpha ABS build, and then you can see here you got some settings. I should have went over this with you guys in the very first video. Just go through the settings. Go through the settings yourself. Mine's is pretty much default. I haven't changed a single thing here. Probably won't change anything right now, but just for you guys in your game, you might want to take a look through this. I've seen it before, but it might be new for y'all. So take a look through that, and see if you want to change anything. So let's get started. I think let's see. What's the notepad telling us to do? All right. So today we're gonna make a handgun. We're gonna make a throwable grenade. Um, Creating the ABS enemy. Yeah, I guess that is kind of new. Slow zombie, running zombie. You guys, if you already know MV, you should probably already know how to do that. Um, one second, one second. Uh, and we're gonna be importing some custom sounds for our gun and for our I don't think if the grenade needs anything, but the grenade does need a photo. So we're gonna be importing also a custom picture. So let's leave that up and let's get started with the handgun. So first things first, you're gonna treat this like it's regular vanilla RPG Maker. You're gonna make your weapon. As you can see here, weapon type gun. What this does in this system is, if you were to choose claw uh or bow, the sprite when you shoot would actually be a bow or something like that. Now it's a let's remove this so the game works properly. Um, we'll get into this in a minute. Now if you choose gun, it's just a pistol, but we'll get into like changing it to the AK and all that in a few. So make and for the gun, you're gonna need a special animation for that. We'll get into that. Attack speed. Your attack speed should be one. If it's a pistol, if it's a rifle, you're gonna want it to be a little bit more than that. Maybe try 10. We're gonna want attack 4. And let's get to the notes. This is the only coding that you're going to be doing. Not the only coding, but this is the coding for this system to get things to work the way you want it. All right, so ABS one, uh, pretty much this makes it so where let's go to the website right quick. Show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. And also for your reference, if you want to go check this out, so you don't have to keep coming to the video. Uh, he has a list. He has a guide for exactly what you want to do, for exactly what kind of skill you want. So for the handgun, we want something that's a projectile. Good. We want a range like weapon. So we're using ABS one, as you can see right here. Uh, Projectile vector type, good for ranged ammo. So for the grenade, we're also going to be using the ABS one because it allows us to use our mouse to do an attack. Let's get into it. All right, so like I said, we're going to be doing ABS one. We're going to have a range of 12 tiles. We're going to have a reload sound of pistol reload one. I'll get into this in a second when I'll show you how to import this, and I'll show you how to import the sounds. For now, just if you want to put a sound in there for a reload sound, you would do reload sound with that capital S, and then you'll put the name of the file name of your sound. Boom. Next, we got ammo 5. What is ammo 5? So if we go over to our items, item ID number 5 is our 9mm bullets, which will be the ammo for our 9mm gun. Let's continue. Stack 12. What is stack 12? That means how many bullets can our magazine hold for the gun. Pistol, so we're gonna do 12. Stack time, that's pretty much reload time. We're gonna go with 100 from the testing purposes so far. it felt kind of good, especially for a base character without any skills. So firearm one, I honestly don't know what this means. I just know it has to be there to keep it a buck with you. So let's go ahead and get to the animation for our handgun. I already created one, but it's kind of this system is kind of weird. If you go based off of if you just go over to a new one and try to make your own, it gets weird. So what I did was I copy and pasted hit physical up here. Just go ahead and copy and paste that with the Control C, and then I had pasted it down here. Boom, just like that. Change it over to whatever it's gonna be, shot pistol. I'm gonna change the max frames to 21. Uh, I'm gonna change the images to gun one. This has 21 frames. That's why we chose max frames 21. And then you're gonna get to the sound effects, which if you go have a look at it right now, you do have a gun sound in here. You could use that, but when I was looking through here, for some reason I didn't see the gun. So we're gonna make our own. Simply, all you have to do, go to this website right here, which is always in the description. If I have any sites for you guys, it's always in the description. Uh, we're gonna go with this simple 45 ACP sound effect. We're gonna get that downloaded. Next, we're gonna go over to our once we can also, while you're here, you should probably get, matter of fact, while we're on that website, you should probably get a reload sound as well. I have my own reload sound. You should probably get yours. And I don't know, do they have explosion sound effects here? You can find out. Big grenade explosion. These sound kind of weird. Uh, yeah, we probably won't. Yeah, we have. I like the explosion sound we have in a vanilla game already, so don't even worry about that. You're gonna want to open up your Audacity if you have that, or your audio converter of choice if you have one of those. If you don't have one of those, you're gonna need one. Open up your sound file over in Audacity, and then you're gonna export this as an OGG. So whatever sound you want to import into RPG Maker, you have to export it as an OGG or a I believe it's like a, I don't even know what the other one is. Let's have a look right fast. Oops. So a M4A or OGG. It needs to be one of these file types. All right. So once you do that, you get your sounds. You're gonna want to take those same sounds over to your, what's that? Nope, that's not what we want. You're gonna want to take that over to your audio folder in your main game project folder. You gotta take it over to audio SE and then just drop it in there. When you're naming your file, make sure it's a capital letter, and then anything you want after that, because like I said, RPG Maker is kind of weird. And just drag your new sound over into it, and you should be good. Once you get that sound in there, someone's thinking, kind of questioning if you should close that or not. Once you get your sound in there, you're gonna see it once we come back over here. Pistol one. Yeah, I think everything's good there. And as you can see, we got our handgun just like that. It's nothing much. It's simple. It's RPG Maker. It's not, you know, Call of Duty. We'll see how it works in game in a few. Next, for our grenade, we're going to be using neutral one, two. As you can see, it's a nice little explosion. It's better than the shits we were just listening to. Let's go over to our skills. Let's make a skill. Let's make our first skill. We're gonna make a grenade. Since we're playing the zombie games, I will show you powers in a few from my other game I was working on. I'll show you some spirit bombs and shit, some super saiyans. I know y'all want to see the special powers in the fantasy RPG. I'll show y'all some of those later on in the video. But first, let's get this grenade made. So we're gonna name a grenade. Let's go ahead and give it an image so it shows up in our skill bar. For damage, you're gonna want to do HP damage. Fire didn't do anything, so I'm gonna go with physical. You're gonna want to put, I guess, 80 here for the damage. and maybe allow it to do critical hits. You're gonna want to go with, like I said, neutral one for the animation. Make sure it hits all enemies. It's a special type. Occasion, always. Anything else we need? Certain hit, that should be there. That should be there. All right. So let's do it just like we did with the weapon. How the weapon was in ABS one. We're also gonna do ABS one for this. We're gonna do image grenade. You don't have an image of a grenade, do you? So what I did was I went out and I looked for a transparent image of a grenade. I found this one, and it just so happened when I went to this site for this grenade, they allowed me to resize it. I guess I'll throw this in there just in case you want to use it, but I'm going to tell you I tested it. I tested it, and it looks garbage. You might want to find your own grenade. But I digress. Let's continue. Um, Once you do find your image and you get it to the proper size, you'll have to do a little bit of testing. You're going to want to go over to your game project folder. You're going to want to go to image, IMG. You're going to want to drop whatever you're using for your grenade in the pictures folder and just leave it in there. Make sure it's a PNG, unless the game's going to yell at you and it's going to crash. All right, so we're going to do image grenade. It's named as the same way it is in the folder. Light. This is pretty much like the lighting system. When the grenade comes out, it's going to have its own little lighting radius. So if it's pitch black, you'll see the grenade. I know that doesn't make sense, but if you're doing like a Molotov or something like that, you can finesse it to make it look like the Molotov actually has like the firelight. Continue. Range. This I believe range is, like I said, the tiles, so it'll probably reach out about 6 tiles. Actually, no. The range is, I don't know what the range is for this because we can pretty much send it anywhere with the mouse. Oh wait, no. It's not. We're gonna increase this to about. Actually, I know why my shit was fucking up. So we're gonna increase that to a range 12. Radius is 5. This is how much the radius is how much how big the blast is. We'll leave it at 5. I think that's a decent amount. Impulse is how far does it knock the enemy back? Two tiles is decent. V speed, I had this shit on .05 and the grenade literally like came out in slow motion. So you can put the V speed is pretty much how fast you want to throw the grenade. And like I said, like if later on in the game, if you want to make it so your character gets better skills when he throws a grenade faster, we can work around ways to do that. So let's go in the game and test. Before we do it, let's go back to our big city. You see this right here, this day night. What this day night is a what it says, a day and night cycle. I was working on a day and night cycle because, like I told you guys in the first video, I'm trying to get like the lighting system going. So before we actually get started, if you wanna activate the day and night system, just go over to your plugin your plugin manager. Oh, that's not what we wanted. And go over to Tarax lighting, and you can set the hours and what you want for your day, like for your day and night system. So I kind of went half on everything to test and make sure and see. So let's get started and see what's going on here. All right. So as you can see, let's maximize that. This guy's walking around. So this little circle around my character, I'm working on getting that fixed. Like I know what it is. It's the light radius of my character. So when it gets pitch black dark, I can still kind of see, but it doesn't even blend completely during the day. So let's try out a grenade. Actually, let's get this. Did we get our handgun ammo? We did. Flashlight, and let's get our handgun ammo. Grenade was found. Let's turn on that flashlight. Um, okay, as you can see, look at this. Look at this. You see, I haven't taught you this yet. Don't worry, you will learn it. Let's throw a grenade and see what happens. So we see we got the little green ship pops up. This is our mouse. We're controlling it. Oh, let's walk away from this guy. Shit. Yeah, teleport back to where you was at. Let's try that again. You saw the grenade? That shit looks janky as a mug. I gotta make it smaller. That shit looks janky as a mug, but you get the point. You get the point. That's a weird ass grenade sprite. Let's try it one more time. You see it? How about the handgun? The handgun works. The handgun works. And there we go. That's how you make a weapon, and that's how you make a skill right there. All right. Yeah, I'm feeling that a little bit. I'm feeling that a little bit. Besides that janky ass grenade, I'm feeling that a little bit. So I did say I was going to show you guys other skills and shit. So let's just go over to my other game right quick, and I'm going to show you. I got a zombie world in this too. Um, but I just want to show you a couple example skills. So let's go over to skills. I have a spirit bomb on this guy, and I have a what else? Not a real spirit bomb, like Goku, not Goku's large spirit bomb. It's his, the one he used against Vegeta. So I gave him light ball, I gave him ignite, I gave him thunder, water ball. Okay, and I gave him a transform. Oh, you can transform. You can give your character transformations. Yo, this shit is so much better than vanilla RPG Maker. It's not even funny. All right. So as you can see the lighting system a little bit, I tried working with it. I'm not completely done with it. Let's see a spirit bomb. Oh, we need a target. Let's lock on at him. What the hell happened there? Should just stop recording for some reason, but let me just check something right fast before we continue. Let me make sure we got audio this time because we didn't have audio last time around for the game. Disable. All right. All right. So I was in the process of showing you guys the spirit bomb. I'll show you that in a sec. I just want to show you the ABS enemies right quick. Just to get that out the way because that was the main thing of the video. I don't want to drag this on for too much longer. So for the enemies, what you would do is you would create your normal RPG Maker event, and you give them a sprite, whatever you do, do your vanilla shit. Matter of fact, let's not do that. We're just gonna go over to our database and we're gonna go to our enemies. Same way, like I said, vanilla. The same way you do it in vanilla. You're gonna make a '05 zombie. You give it to whatever stats you want to give it. Blase blah. You see this right here? We're gonna delete that because that doesn't do anything. But what that is, what is this? What was I looking at? I was looking at some Sony Vegas shit. I'm tripping. Where is it at? Right here. So you would go to this page. The shit is in the description. Uh, you look through here. This pretty much what this is you can put one of these parameters in your enemy's Like here's a pro feature right here. This is what I mean. Why I feel like you should get the pro and why I'm getting the pro. One of the reasons why I'm getting the pro. You can put this show HP here in your enemy's notes, and if you got the pro, enemies will now have a mini HP bar, and it will always be visible in your game. As you saw, my zombies ain't have nothing. I probably, honestly, I probably won't have the HP bars. Maybe sometimes, maybe you have the HP bar on a boss or something like that. But I probably wouldn't have the HP bar on in my just base game, anyways. But you can make it so where you can loot the enemies. You can make it so where you can't loot the enemies. You can just go through this. The link will be in the description. It'll be there for your reference. Go through it and customize it for your game to make your shit unique. That's what I always told y'all. All right. So like I was saying, you want to make your enemy here. We're gonna go back down to our enemy on the board. What you're gonna want to put here is ABS 5. Why ABS 5? Because that's what our enemy ID is in the database. So if I were to do like ABS 3, this enemy will have the stats and shit of the orc instead of the zombie. And that's just that. It's as simple as that. I don't gotta do anything else. You want to make it a running zombie, you change the speed. That's vanilla shit. You want to make it so it doesn't come back, all you gotta do is make that new event page self switch B. If you even want to make it so the zombies like lay on the shits, don't even do that. You can just not even do the self switch. But real quick, not to extend this for too much longer, I just wanted to show y'all, finish showing y'all the spirit bomb and shit. Actually, let me make that spirit bomb range a little bit more. Let's see, skills, spirit bomb. We didn't even give it a range. Let's give it a range. Range like 20. Same thing for light ball. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm a little impressed with that neon lighting I got right there. I can't lie to you. But it's just like this pitch black darkness. I'm not feeling it. It's that's not realistic at all. You wanna see the lightning? You wanna see the lightning bolt? Let's hit him with another spirit. Even has a little bit of light when you throw it out. That's what's up. And even the thunderbolt has a little bit of light when you use it. You can't use while walking. Hold on, let's get out. Let's get out of here. A little bit, not too much though, not too much. And I just want to show y'all this transformation, and then I'm gonna be out on y'all. Let's kill this man. Actually, I want to show you. I want to show you the weapon too. I'm gonna show you the weapon too. As you see, this is my dark beam sword I got right here. It has its own little animation. Speaking of animations, Phoenix just added to this build we're using right now actual animation sprite for when, as you can see, like my arms ain't moving or nothing. It's just a sword moving and shit. You can't even see it right here. You can't even see the sword on my back. But now he has it so where you can see the sword on the back and the guy, like you can actually animate the sprite so it doesn't look as, corny as that. And we out YouTube. I'll see y'all.